Hey, what's happening, y'all? Peace and love. Really want to thank you guys for the comments and the likes and the subscribers that I've gotten from my last two videos. It means so much to me just to see the feedback and to know that people are relating to a lot of what I have to say and the content that I've been putting out. It's just great to know that I'm helping people out there because I've been in that position. I've been in those lows where I felt like I was in an addictive spiral that I couldn't get out of. And I think that sometimes you just need a little extra knowledge and a little extra push to get out of that. So hopefully I can help you do that. And today I would like to talk a little bit about the deception that I believe fuels a lot of this in this modern age. Because to see the darkness behind it helps you see the light. And we're in a special age. We're in an age of technology, and we have these means and these ways to access things that we've never had before. And I personally believe that a lot of the reason that so many people are struggling with these issues are because there are agendas out there to keep people in these states where they're not as powerful. And so when we talk about porn and we talk about sexual addictions and things like that, look at where we're living today. The internet, started becoming really popular around the year 2000, late 90s. And I'm 37. I was born in 1985. And when I was 14, 15, when I was just kind of in that puberty stage, the internet was just starting to come out. And people were already using it for pornography and for things like that. And so to me it was normal to get on the internet, once every night and look at pictures and look at videos. And I think it was normal for a lot of guys. I think it was normal for most men because it was a new thing. People have always looked at, different magazines, Playboy, right? Penthouse, all these things. So we're thinking, oh, the internet's not any different. It is different because it's immediate and it's endless images and videos. The brain can't comprehend it. It's nonstop. So your brain is overstimulated and your brain is flooded with dopamine and excited and it feels good. And so as a teenager going into college, I am unknowingly addicted. Even if it was just once a day, I was addicted to that pleasure. And it wasn't for a long time for me to realize what I had been stuck in. And to this day, most men don't know that it's bad. And that's because the internet and society has made it normalized. It's normal, right? Even look at the medical industry, the doctors, the therapists. Oh, it's healthy to release sexually. It, lowers the chances of prostate cancer. No, it doesn't. When you research these things more in depth and you find, people become healthier when they stop. Well, men become healthier when they stop ejaculating. The body becomes more nourished. Their sleep is better. Their hormones are better. Testosterone goes up, right? These are things that we aren't told. These are things that we should know, we should be aware of, but we're not. We're told the opposite. We're told that it's healthy to have a normal frequency of release, and it's healthy to masturbate. These are lies. These are the deceptions. These are what keep the industries that have been dominant recently in power. And it even goes to a more spiritual level of keeping society, especially men, in a lower state of mind and weaker. Because men who are of, men who are of strong mind and who are physically stronger, higher testosterone, etc., are stronger men. And they don't fold as easily. They don't listen to authority as easily. And if we've seen anything over the past few years, it's that they don't really want people stepping out of line. It's not good for the order. It's not good for business. So if you're going to step out and make your own path, this is a big key to it. There's a lot of different elements to this. This gets into how I see the world. This gets into many, many things. And I will talk more about these in my future videos. And everyone's prone to this. People who have trauma in their lives can be more prone to addictive behaviors, but no one is exempt from what the power of things like this can hold over people. And when people do get into the pattern of PMO, it's really a dopamine flood in the brain. And so you hear a lot about, the 90 days, getting through the first 90 days, and there's a lot of truth in that. And it's really just resetting your brain's reward system. Because, the visuals, the acts, the actual, watching things like porn, and then, of course, the actual orgasm release. These are things that flood the nervous system, flood the brain with serotonin and dopamine. These are our reward chemicals. This is like, hey, we need this. This means we're doing good, right? We're doing great. Unfortunately, if you watch porn and if you release and you orgasm, you're not doing anything. You're looking at a screen. You're not talking to a woman. You're not actually pursuing a relationship. You're not actually potentially forming a family. You're doing nothing. You're sitting on a computer and you're watching pixels move around a screen of a woman who's probably 1,000 miles away. And it's probably the worst thing you can do, and it's really destructive to yourself and to really the world. So when you think about it like that, it becomes a little bit easier to think about, hey, maybe I want to put my energy towards something else, right? But like I said, it is at the deepest levels a deception. And, there are a lot of deceptions, in my opinion, going on in the world. This is one that isn't talked about as much. It's a secret, silent destroyer of potential futures. I know that my younger self would have benefited greatly from this knowledge at a younger age. And as the era and generation of men who have experienced this and come to age with the internet, I feel like it's our duty to tell people in the younger generation about this and to let them know, like, hey, this is free because they're using it to keep you under control and keep you down. If you want to break free, you have to get away from it. And it's not just the internet. That's the easiest to access. It's also just your behaviors, touching yourself, Instagram, and looking at all these beautiful women on Instagram, messaging girls, the dating apps now. The dating apps is one where, unfortunately, men are using it almost as a sexual outlet. Not all the apps, but some more than others. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. And, these are women on the other end. These are actual people. It's taking somebody and it's dehumanizing them, which is the point of all of this. And the hookup culture is what it is. It's always going to be there. But now, more than ever, with technology, it's easier to access. Everything is. your information, your privacy, connecting to people without even knowing them. But using it in a positive way is what it's all about. Be respectful. Be respectful of women. If we lose that, we're losing a huge part of what humanity is about, is respecting women. It's our job to protect and respect women. And, if a sexual encounter happens and both are happy and respectful with each other, hey, that's okay. But don't demean women by immediately just requesting sex when they're not in that industry. They're just looking to connect. Okay? That's my advice. It's another thing about the apps is they're also addicting. And be aware when you're using these apps that you're frequently on them just for the dopamine hits. You're not actually building a relationship. Meet the person, talk to them on the phone, go on a date. This technology is taking away from our natural ability to connect as humans and form relationships. We run technology. Don't let technology run us. This is a good starter video on a lot of the deception that I think has come and formed a lot of these issues. Just be mindful of your everyday practices, and slowly they will get better and better. You'll be a better person. Your future self will thank you 100%. Peace and love. I'm really looking forward to more feedback and replying to some of the comments. It really has been a blessing for me. I hope it's a blessing for you just watching a little bit of this. Have a great weekend and spread love. All right. I'll talk to you soon.